So the dev server was updated today, and of course after the update we have the data mines made by Ajude. I will leave the links in the description, but let's talk about it. The first thing is, of course, the AV8B Plus for the US. It's finally here. I already did a video on it, so I'm not gonna cover too much. It is pretty much the same as the Italian one, okay? AIM-120s, AIM-9Ms, Mavericks, F-18 Raider. Same good old Harrier 2, okay? Fly model changes. Mirage 2000 got a very interesting change on the fly model. Basically, what it means is that it will have a lot more drag in low speeds, but a lot less drag in higher speeds while turning, okay, guys? So, yeah, remember that the Mirage 2000 will lose less energy in higher speeds turning and lose more energy in the lower air speeds turning, okay? This goes up with everything that I talked about in the last data mine video, with the Mirage changing and stuff. A lot of the changes came there. Some damage module changes and stuff. So the F4F actually received a thermal system. I'm gonna check that. And some MFD changes, cockpit changes to some of these aircraft. So let's get to the game. So there were some MFD changes to the screens of the MiG-29 and everything. If you check it out, like the changes, they're not very big, but they're making it a lot more realistic, all of these things. I want to see the F-16C as well, because you know, these screens, when they were first added, they weren't really like well done. It's not really like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good, you know. So now they're actually becoming a lot more realistic. I mean, look at that. Look at the radar screen of the F-16. That looks amazing. It really does. So way better than before, and it just, you know, it's becoming a lot better, the cockpits of these aircraft in War Thunder. So very cool. Of course, we have apparently a thermal system in the F4F here, but how is that used? Let me actually check. Let's go to a night battle over here just to test if they mean like NVDs, but they are saying thermals, which is kind of interesting. Look at this. Oh my god, this cockpit, it looks so amazing. So it's not that. I mean, oh, it's for the AGM-65G. So now it has a thermal system for the AGM, which is pretty cool. Very cool. We had some changes to the countermeasure splits. Of course, we are having the separated, you know, flare thing that is going to be added. It's not really ready yet, but they are adding for many other aircraft. They already added for the Su-27 and some others, but now they are adding for every single jet, as you see, almost. So all of the jets are basically getting that. Of course, again, it's not ready yet, but they are working on it. I'm gonna test with the Su-27, but I'm pretty sure it's not ready yet. By the way, the Mirage 2000D got a MAW system that I already did a video about, that you can check it out. So yeah, Mirage 2000D got a MAW system, a missile approach warning system. Yeah, it's not ready yet. I'm clicking over here, changing the mode. So it's not really fully modeled yet, but it's coming along, right? Some changes to the sensors. As you see, the normal Su-27 radar, the radar of the Yak-141, the radar of the MiG-29s, they received a new line that they can only fire at one target at once, which makes sense. I mean, none of these radars, unless it's the J11A as well over here, can actually carry Fox 3s anyway, right? So it doesn't matter too much, but they're probably preparing for any bugs that might happen or something. Some other search and other things to the search parameters and other stuff for the APG-63 is nothing too crazy. We had some naval changes, like the addition of the Cobalt, I don't know how I pronounce that, or some changes to it actually. Ground changes, we had some fuel tank changes and everything like that that we had yesterday, so they are just implementing other tanks. Puma rangefinder no longer works if the fire control is damaged, so this will probably be something that will happen for many tanks and stuff. If you get a part of the fire control system damaged, the rangefinder will not work, or the thermals will not work, or everything like that. Some minor changes, I think it's just minor changes to some of the World War II tanks over here and armor. Yeah, it's just minor things, corrections and stuff. Target tracker and laser beaming no longer work if the electronic equipment is damaged. Like I said, this is the new damage models for vehicles. Many of the vehicles will have that, so yeah, pretty cool. A new damage model for the Namer and the CV9035. Finally, CV9035 was pretty funny. It actually had let me just check, like a 500 millimeter protection at some point. Like, it was kind of weird the way that it is. Here it is. It had like a massive armor plate over here of 500 millimeters, so they fixed that, obviously. And yeah, aircraft missile changes. So warm up time for the Iglas and Strelas. I think this is the Strela. To 2 seconds for the Stingers, Atas and stuff. Stingers, you know, to 2 seconds. That's good because the warm up time of 5 seconds is kind of crazy. They buffed a little bit of the PL12, but I don't think it means too much. But I think it's a minor buff for it. I think for the PL12. We have, let me know in the comments if this means that it's a buff or not. I mean, track rate is for sure a buff, but the thing is that people say that track rate doesn't matter too much. What it matters is these other stuff. So let me know in the comments if this is a buff or a nerf for the PL12. R77, distance from countermeasures to stabilizers, okay. Guidance, autopilot stuff, and calculation stuff. Minor changes to both the R77 and R77-1. I still wonder if they are gonna add the R77-1 and the M120C 5, you know. So yeah, Stingers and Igla arm up times, they decrease the time, you know. Strela for the launcher, you know, as well, fixing it. Tech tree changes. The Genier, it's back again. Added purchase date, okay. Purchase 13/7. Yeah, because it's going to end. Yeah, of course. BR changes, so the F-16 AM, or not the AM, the normal F-16 for the French actually got bumped to 12.3 because of the M9Ms. It makes sense, kind of, you know, makes sense. Engine mass of the F-104G changed. Desert Warrior operator counter got changed to Q8, so now you can actually see the flag. Minor things that are pretty cool. Where's the Desert Warrior? Here. So yeah, you can see the flag there from Q8. Very, very cool. Some decorations, new avatars, new loading screens. We're gonna check that. Yeah, pretty cool. New flag, of course, for Q8. New tech tree icons. Nothing too crazy. Automatic bomb release for CCRP. Very, very good. New menu stuff. New loading screens. Automatic bomb release. Okay. New vehicle texts. Nothing too crazy over here. I think it's basically that new HUD text and everything like that, but I don't think there's anything else that is too different. So yeah, guys, very, very cool stuff. Nothing too big. We have one more day of full premium time. 2 days, I mean, tomorrow and like technically today and tomorrow, right? But yeah, the dev server is coming to an end very, very soon. So if you want something to be looked at, let me know in the comments. If not, we will need to wait until the patch is released, which probably should be next week or something like that. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye, guys.